Think back to your best game ever. What were you thinking? Chances are you can't remember a single thought that flowed through your mind because you were in a flow state or in the zone, as you might have heard before, which is when your body does what it knows how to do while your brain takes the back seat. Our best performances come when we aren't interfering with the skills we've already acquired and we respond instinctually to the situation. Let's be clear, this may seem like the wrong way to think about performance. It's very easy to think that working on your mental game means that your brain always needs to be moving, scanning the situation for the next big decision, and active as the game goes on. But in reality, that's just not feasible or sustainable. In this episode, we'll talk about the frequency of conscious thinking and the role it plays in your performance. Think about it this way. If you told yourself every step that led to walking, lift your foot, suspend your foot, and move it forward while putting weight on your other foot, then put your foot down, and then repeat on the other side, you'd look more uncoordinated than a baby that's actually learning to walk. That's because your body already knows how to walk without conscious awareness. So trying to do so at this point interrupts your body's ability to execute the task. If you were to think consciously about how to execute every skill in your sport, you'd look worse than Bambi on ice. Mental skills are a course correction for when things are not working as expected. The goal of high performance is to respond to the situation with your natural instinct based on the many hours of practice you've put in thus far. However, if something is off that day, that's where your mental skills from a mental performance coach come in. We don't want you to have to use a skill for every play and every point, but we do want you to know how to handle the situation when you reach an obstacle and need to get back on track. Similar to learning to walk, I encourage athletes to bring conscious awareness to practicing their mental skills when they are first learning how to use and customize them to the situation. But once they have an idea of how to apply them successfully, they should either become second nature or fade into the background, waiting patiently until you need some support. Your sport is too dynamic to be putting highly conscious effort into every component of the game. Being efficient means recognizing that when you feel strong, confident, and prepared, you follow that feeling and don't mess with it. However, when you can feel that something is off, you diagnose it in the moment and select the mental skill that works best for the situation. So if there's anything you take away from this episode, make sure that you plan for underthinking. Plan for letting your body do what it needs to do. But make sure your mental toolbox is ready for when things go awry or you feel like you need a little support. If you think that too much thinking is getting in the way of your greatness, or if you feel like you need to expand your choices of mental skills for managing challenging situations in your sport, click the link in the post to explore the ways that MindReady can help you today.